Alright, but the new Kia Syros has now hit the markets with now deliveries starting from February and of course bookings starting in January. I'm joined by the senior VP at Kia, Mr. Hardeep Singh Brar. Thank you, Mr. Brar, for speaking to us at Business Today. Tell us about the Syros and the subcompact SUV is already a very hot market in India. What made you get this at the fag end of the year? Is it a new kickstart to the new year or what is it, sir?
Yeah, you're right. This is the kickstart for the new year. Today we have just unveiled the car. We'll start booking on the 3rd of January and sometime early Feb we will announce the prices so that we want the customers to take a look at it and understand what it is. We call it a new species of SUV. And yes, it comes in the compact and mid both. So as you know, a compact is basically sub 4 meter car. This is a sub 4 meter car. But when you look at the features inside, to give you an example, there aren't too many players in the compact SUV which gives 17 inches alloys. This has 17-inch alloys. Not many players. I think maybe one player gives a panoramic sunroof. This has a panoramic sunroof. And the leg room, headroom, the shoulder room is probably one of the best. And this comes because the wheelbase is also one of the largest in this segment. So we say it is a compact, but the features and everything, the space is of the next segment, which is the mid SUV segment.
Also, there were when you get such cars into the portfolio, there are always fears of cannibalization. Are you looking at? Is there any fear of cannibalization because it's very smartly priced with the Seltos and the other SUV that you have in this segment.
Yeah.
So any cannibalization you're expecting?
So, frankly, this is a very different design from both Sonnet and Seltos, and which is why we feel the customer who wants more space and tough look, those are slightly more sleek designs. This is a tough design, tough-looking design. So it depends on the customer what he wants, whether he wants more features, more functionality. For example, as I said, it has a sliding seat, it has a reclining seat. Somebody who wants to use a lot of rear space, and also for the family because the boot space is quite big, I think they'll prefer this. And this is a very distinct looking, I think very different from the SUVs which come today. And this is inspired by EV9, which is our flagship model and also the World Car of the Year.
You mentioned about EV9. Of course, we cannot let you go without asking on the electric vehicle segment. How is the EV6, EV9 going, and what else can we expect in the coming year from electric? We know that there are a lot of pipeline, things in progress. But could you give our viewers a sense of what's really in the electric vehicle space, and what about manufacturing EVs in India?
Yeah, so EV6 and EV9, as you know, both of them, EV9 was the World Car of the Year, EV6 was the first runner-up, but the European Car of the Year as well. So these are CBUs right now. We are selling about 400, we'll sell about 400 EV6 this year. But coming to India-made EVs, so we will be launching 2 EVs in the next 1 year. One we will launch this year and one early next year. So I think you should watch out for that space, and we'll let you know which cars are these in the EV space, which are coming soon.
All right. So, and how about manufacturing in India? You have an active setup here. How is the line going along right now, the production, and do you have any plans of expansion here in India?
Yeah, so when we started in India, we had a capacity of 3 lakhs, but with more shifts and line automation, we can now go up to 4 lakh units. Yes, we will produce these. The plant from day one was EV ready, and we'll be producing the EVs in this plant going forward.
All right. Now, if I come to the performance, sir, FY23 saw one of the best performance since 2019. Your entry into India. You are a little lagging behind when it comes to the FY25 performance. How are you planning to jack up those numbers? Because if you want to grow to that number of 40-45%, you have to surpass that 2.5 number. So how about that? What are you planning, sir?
Yeah. So we follow a calendar year, and let me tell you, we will finish the calendar year with 5% higher sales, which is the actual deliveries to the customer, against the market, which is likely to grow at about 3%. So we will outpace the industry. And next year, with this car coming in, so this year we will close at about 255 retails to the customers, and next year the plan is clearly to cross 300,000 mark, which will be a good growth of about 20%. And I think Syros is a big role to play in that.
And you're one of the most fastest company to reach 1 million or 2 million mark. There were reports the other day. Yeah. You plan to cross the 3 million mark in FY26 or 25?
No. So I think right now, in terms of domestic sales, we are 1.2. If we include exports, it's about 1.6 million cars. I think next year we'll hit 2 million mark, including exports.
Okay, and last question to you. There were a lot of heavy discounting that took place in the festive season. We saw, a muted Q2, Q3 also going on. What is your outlook on the India's car industry? Do you think this momentum could continue? Probably starting next year when the RBI cuts rates, things would improve.
Let's look at what happened in 2024. It was largely because of the elections, the investments dried out. From a financial year perspective, quarter one and quarter two, the investments were very low. Now the investments have started. Also, the IT layoffs were very strong in the first half of the year. I feel with the government investment now coming in, which is expected in this and the next quarter, and also the IT situation improving, I think situation will become much better. And yes, if RBI cuts rates, that'll be icing on the cake. But considering the current inflation rate, it doesn't seem possible. But yes, if that happens, that'll be fantastic.
Mr. Brar, thank you so much for speaking to us at Business Today. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.